Oscar goes to I Love My Life, Denzel Washington.
This is the 5th Academy Award nomination for Denzel Washington and his second Oscar.
At 70, Denzel Washington stands as a legend, but legends carry weight. Behind the Oscars, the $300 million fortune, and the commanding presence is a man shaped by loss, discipline, and quiet grief. This isn't about fame, it's about the cost of strength. Stay with us. At 70, the tragedy of Denzel Washington feels less like one moment and more like a lifetime of quiet battles. The world sees the Oscars, the standing ovations, the iron posture. It forgets the fractures. He was born on December 28, 1954, in Mount Vernon, New York, into a home that looked strong from the outside but was already splitting within. His mother, Lennis, ran a beauty salon and worked non-stop. His father, Reverend Denzel Hayes Washington Sr., preached discipline from the pulpit and at home. There was structure, there was faith, there was very little softness. When his parents divorced in 1968, he was just 14. The house did not explode in chaos. It simply emptied. His father drifted away. The silence stretched for years. That absence did not make noise, but it shaped him. He grew restless. The streets of Mount Vernon offered fast respect and faster trouble. Many of the boys he knew would later serve a combined 40 years in prison. He could have followed. His mother saw the edge coming. She sent him to Oakland Military Academy in New Windsor, New York. It felt like exile. Early mornings, cold floors, hard beds, no comfort. But that decision changed his life. Discipline became his shield. Structure replaced chaos. Years later, he would credit his mother with saving him. That painful push gave him direction. It also planted a fear that he might one day repeat his father's distance. That fear would follow him into fame. In the early 1970s, he attended Fordham University in New York. Money was tight. Some nights he counted coins. Some days, he did not have a dream yet. He only had survival. During a summer job at a YMCA camp in 1975, he stepped into a talent show at the last minute. The crowd reacted. For the first time, he felt seen. He switched his major to drama and graduated in 1977. A scholarship took him to the American Conservatory Theater in San Francisco. The room he rented was cold. Food was basic. Hope was fragile. After a year, he returned to New York and auditioned endlessly. Rejection became routine. He was not homeless, but he often felt invisible.
I love you more than anything. And whatever you want to do, that's what I want to happen for you.
His first screen role came in the TV film Wilma in 1977. Bigger recognition followed in 1982 with the TV series Saint Elsewhere. Slowly, the industry began to notice. He did not rise quickly. He rose carefully. He chose roles with weight. In Cry Freedom, he earned his first Academy Award nomination. In Glory, he won his first Oscar. He did not celebrate loudly. He worked harder. From Malcolm X to The Hurricane, he carried characters shaped by struggle. In Training Day, he shocked audiences and won his second Oscar. By then, he had earned 9 Academy Award nominations and commanded between $20 million and $40 million per film. His net worth would later be estimated near $300 million. Yet behind every success was a man who still feared becoming distant, silent, unreachable.
Though this is not just a case of humble beginnings and working hard, there are some who have a gift. And then there are those who have a gift who are further propelled by people who believe in them, and such is the case for Denzel Washington.
Before he became untouchable, he faced a test. Early in his career, he was offered roles that leaned on racial stereotypes. They promised quick fame. He refused. The decision slowed his momentum. Some doors closed. He accepted the cost. Advice from Sidney Poitier stayed with him. Early choices would define how the world saw him. He built a reputation not just as a star, but as a moral presence. He avoided public scandals. He kept his private life guarded. When tragedy struck New York on September 11, 2001, he returned quietly to support relief efforts. He gave to universities, arts programs, and community groups, often without public announcements. One well-known act of support involved helping a young drama student named Chadwick Boseman attend a summer program at Oxford years before the world knew his name. Fame did not protect him from pressure. Long shoots drained him. 16-hour days became became normal. He carried roles home in his mind. Success demanded energy, time, and emotional cost. He once admitted that victories are paid for in sleep and peace. The world saw confidence. He felt the weight.
There was a party I was invited to. She invited me to, or somebody invited me, and she was there. And then at that party, I talked about going to see a play. I went to see the play, and at intermission, the lights came up, and she was sitting. She said she just happened to go see the...
Yeah, but I don't believe it.
I'm getting in trouble as I speak.
Do you remember how you proposed?
In 1977, on the set of Wilma, he met Pauletta Pearson, a classically trained pianist. They married on June 25, 1983. Their early years were simple and tight on money. They lived in small apartments. She played piano while he studied scripts. When children arrived, she became the steady center of the home. As his fame grew with films like Glory, Malcolm X, and Remember the Titans, his time at home shrank. Long shoots kept him away. She handled daily life, school runs, sickness, and prayer. He later admitted that she raised the children while he worked. That truth carried both pride and regret. In 1995, after 12 years of marriage, they renewed their vows in South Africa. It was not for headlines. It was a reset. Over the years, they built a family with 4 children, John David, Katia, and twins Malcolm and Olivia. More than 40 years of marriage followed. In an industry where relationships often collapse, theirs endured. He credited faith and daily effort. He understood that success could not replace presence. Marriage became his guardrail against repeating the silence he grew up with. In 1991, while filming Malcolm X, he received news that his father had died. There was no final conversation, no closing bridge. He returned to set and continued working. Tears did not come easily. The grief felt muted, shaped by years of distance. Over time, he began to see his father's love differently. It had been strict, not expressive. Structured, not warm. That realization softened the pain, but did not erase it. On February 11, 2012, another loss struck. Whitney Houston was found dead at the Beverly Hilton Hotel at age 48. They had worked together on The Preacher's Wife. She had been a powerful presence, full of light and strain. Her death shocked the world. For him, it reopened old feelings about time and unspoken words. He attended her funeral quietly, avoiding cameras. In August 2020, news broke that Chadwick Boseman had died at 43 after a private battle with colon cancer. He had kept his illness hidden while filming major projects like Black Panther. The loss stunned him. He had not known about the illness. The silence felt familiar. Another talented soul gone too soon. Another reminder that strength often hides suffering. Then came the deepest cut. The loss of his mother. Lennis, the woman who sent him away to save him, passed away at age 97 in 2021. He described her passing not as death, but as going home. Her guidance had shaped every major decision in his life. Without her, the foundation felt quieter. In 2013, he underwent a heart procedure. He called it routine, but it forced him to slow down. In a hospital room filled with machines and white light, he listened to his heartbeat with new respect. Recovery changed his rhythm. He began to value rest, health, and stillness more deeply. Now, at 70, he moves differently. He chooses roles carefully. He directs when a story feels meaningful. He maintains homes in Beverly Hills and ties to New York. His spaces are calm, filled with books, family photos, and scripture rather than trophies. He owns luxury cars but does not display them as symbols. Wealth, estimated around $300 million, reflects decades of discipline, not excess. He walks more. He prays longer. He mentors quietly. His children are grown, building their own paths. He remains present without dominating. Age has not broken him. It has refined him. The tragedy of Denzel Washington is not scandal or collapse. It is the weight of losses carried without spectacle. A father never fully reached. Friends gone too soon. A mother who saved him and then left. Health scares that reminded him of time's limit. At 70, he stands not as an unbreakable icon, but as a man who endured. The tears his story invites are not for failure. They are for the cost of strength. Denzel Washington's legacy is not just built on films like Training Day or Malcolm X. It is built on endurance. on choosing discipline over chaos, on loving deeper than he was taught. At 70, he stands as proof that strength is not loud, it is lasting. And sometimes the most heartbreaking stories are not about falling apart, but about holding it together for a lifetime.